What do you do if your husband feels like a bad dad? Parenting is everything to me. It's like the driving force in almost everything I do. It's so critically important to me to raise kids who don't have to suffer, especially in some of the ways that I did as a child. So, when our kids were younger and I started to see things that I didn't like from my husband, or I felt like he was a bad dad, who he's not like a bad dad, but I felt like he was a bad dad to me because the kids would talk to him and he wouldn't respond, or they'd ask him to do something, or he'd be looking at his phone, or he just wasn't as involved as I wanted. I had to realize that most of what bothered me was him showing me things that I was doing sometimes or was capable of doing. And I had judged them in him because they were so unacceptable in me. Now, there were some things where I had to learn how to hold a boundary and say, look, you can't do this. This is just unacceptable. Things that he had to unlearn from the way that he was raised. The truth is that we all have bad days sometimes. We need the other parent to call out our unconscious behavior and tell us to go take a break. And we need to model what we want. We need our husband to experience from us the kind of relationship skills that we want him to have with our children. So we are unconscious in our relationship with him. He's not going to be any different in his relationship with our children. Like, conscious parenting is not something that you reserve just for your children. It's a way of relating with other people where you are owning your own stuff and learning new skills, being empathetic, being present and connected. And it's really beautiful. So if you feel like, oh, he's a bad dad, I have to leave, I encourage you to pay attention to, number one, what you can prevent from happening through boundaries, and number two, what you're modeling. If you want to learn more, you can always join our Facebook group, Soul Sages, or follow me here.